Hey everyone, welcome back to another Godzilla battling video, and today we are going over the 3 reworked leaders for this update, as well as taking a look at the updated kits for Fire Rodan and King Ghidorah, who will now be going by Mecha King Ghidorah. So, without further ado, we're just going to talk about him. I talked about them a lot on stream last night, so if you're interested in a more in-depth conversation than what I'm going to have with you guys here, check out the latest stream on the channel. If you sit through it all, there's a lot of information in there. But, you know, we usually look through all the new unit information. We give an early review at the beginning of the season, so we'll just start. We'll start with Fire Rodan. He's at the top of my list, and I placed them in no particular order on the side of my screen right there. So let's take a look at Fire Rodan. So, Fire Rodan, before we talk about his leader ability, he got reworked his kit. Not a major one, but it makes him extremely meta, and is just switching his evolution. So instead of, you know, evolving after 20 seconds or 25 seconds or whatever it was, but dying because he's so fast, now he evolves as soon as he dies. And this is an amazing addition to his kit. So this makes Fire Rodan infinitely more playable than he ever was before. Right? So before, you didn't guarantee an evolution. This is literally a guaranteed evolution. We always talk about on this channel Bylante or Batra or Mothra Larva being pretty much guaranteed evolutions, or Hedera being a guaranteed evolution because, you know, they have a timer, but no one's going to reach them by the time they evolve. This legitimately is the first 100% guarantee evolution because on death he evolves. Amazing, and he has probably one of the better heals in the game. I'm a big fan. Downfall for Fire Rodan is, while he does have an amazing heal, placing that heal where you need it to be can be difficult at times. You know, you don't really get to control where he goes after you placed him onto the field. So if he decides to veer off and go do whatever he wants to do, that's going to be an L, because that pool of healing is going to drop, maybe not where the rest of your guys are. And he's fast, and he gives your teammates a speed boost, but he also has a speed boost. So he could easily outpace your team, which is good in some scenarios because you want him to be ahead of the pack so that he dies first and gives the rest of your guys a heal. But, you know, he might die before your other units reach where he is, so kind of an L. Now, his leader ability, which I'll put the video on the screen right there because I have it up on top, deals 350 damage in a fan shape, it's whatever, and increased damage dealt by allied aerial units on the battlefield by 20% for 15 seconds. Now, his ability is okay. If you're going to use an all-flying deck, his ability is okay. But if you're going to use an all-flying deck, I don't know why you wouldn't use him also in the deck because of his guaranteed heal. It's just a very missed opportunity if you're going to slot him in as your leader. This ability, you know, it can be easily slotted in. You don't really have to build around it, but it's not incredible. If you want to give a damage boost to your team, you might as well just pick G89 because he's going to give your team a 50% damage boost, you know, for 15 seconds. So I would rather take a 50% boost that anyone over a certain threshold can have rather than just flyers getting that boost. So in my opinion, while Fire Rodan's ability is good, I don't think it is an amazing ability. I think it's just okay. And I definitely think on the list of leaders here in terms of ability, he has the second best ability. But I think he might be the third, so the worst leader in terms of attack. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So second best ability, not the best attack. Next, brand new unit, Mecha King Ghidorah. So what happened with Mecha King Ghidorah, and this is another rework, is that this is the King Ghidorah that's always been in the game since global launch, the 1991 King Ghidorah. Very good unit, always been a very good unit. Now has not only leader status, but a new evolution. So if we check out the stats, this is the longest evolution time we've had in the game at 45 seconds, which, you know, Mecha King or King Ghidorah's stats not changed since last season. No buffs, no nerfs, except for a new evolution. This evolution with 45 seconds is really solid, honestly. And a lot of people are complaining that, you know, it's hard to level up King Ghidorah. The goal with King Ghidorah is not to be treating him like an evolution unit, like Mothra or Fire Rodan or anything. He's still just as good as he was. You just now have the added bonus that if he is attacking, he will evolve. Now, I see a lot of people online saying that him evolving during the middle of a big push or something like that makes playing around him way more difficult now than it ever did before, because now you run the risk of him disappearing from the battle and you're losing your main DPS, and that does suck. It actually really does suck. But he's a little bit stronger when he evolves. Not by much, but his health also increases. Actually, his health doesn't increase. Only his attack increases. Allegedly, his attack speed is also supposed to be faster. We've had some people in Discord test out to see whether or not he is faster or not, and there might be a like 0.1 or 0.2 difference in what's on the screen and what he actually does. But I'm not going to confirm any of that information yet because it's still being like looked at and experimented with. So, King Ghidorah, still a very great unit, still extremely viable. Now he evolves and just becomes better. So, very good unit on the field still. I'm very happy with this update. As much as I would have liked Mecha King Ghidorah to be its own unit, I don't mind it being an evolution unit. I think it actually is a really good addition. So, let's talk about the leader status of him. I clicked off of him because I'm an absolute bozo. Oh, we can just have that on. Because it's on the side and I just forget again. Machine Hand. Energy cost 3. Cooldown 120 seconds. Okay, that's decent cooldown time. And also Fire Rodan has the best cooldown by far out of the 3. I forgot to mention that earlier. But deals 350 damage in a fan shape. 350 damage seems to be the standard that they're using here. And the fan. And stun for 2 seconds. And increase cost recovery speed by 20% for 15 seconds. This, I'll say right here, by far the best ability we've gotten this update. While I don't think it's the best ability ever, I think it's extremely good. I would say this is, just on a first impression alone, probably an A tier ability. Maybe not an S tier ability, but this is definitely the very top of A. You get a stun for 2 seconds. Which is incredible, and it's in a fan shape. I'm not quite sure if everything in that fan gets stunned, but you can permalock with this ability. You know how we can stun with Sunday and Manila or Sunday and Gigan 04? Well, guess what? Now you have a 2-second window to do that same stun with the Sunday on Mecha King Ghidorah. So if there's a really big push coming your way, drop that stun, drop that Sunday, permanently freeze all the units. And he does a little bit of AoE, so very solid ability. And then also, you know, use this ability added bonus. Your energy regen increases, and I believe this at the moment at the recording of this, I believe this also stacks with energy base. So if you have energy base out and you use this ability, you're getting 20% more energy recovery on top of the energy base generating you more energy. So this can be a phenomenally deadly combo. I've been seeing people run this with Earth. Run major push decks with this. Very crazy. I think Mecha King Ghidorah has the most potential out of all the leaders on this list. By far, my favorite addition as a leader is Mecha King Ghidorah, and I'm very interested to experiment with him more. Next is my favorite character in the game, Godzilla Ultima. You know, longtime viewers of this channel, they know my passion for Ultima. They know he's in all my decks. So when he got leader status, I was excited. And unfortunately, his ability is absolute dog water. It's not that good, and it's very bad. So, 3 cost, 90-second cooldown. Deals 350 damage in a fan shape, whatever. Reduces the cost of an event battle piece by 15 seconds. Or, I'm sorry, by 1 for 15 seconds. Now, this is a typo. It is not an event piece. It's not going to lower the energy requirements for your Fire Rodans or your Mecha King Ghidorahs or whatever. This is meant to say effect. So this will affect the missiles, the Sonde, Mogera, actually, this will affect. So any unit that has effect right up the top, you can see type unit above Godzilla Ultima. But if we go to Psychic Course, in the green bar at the top, it says type effect. That's what we're looking for. That's what this can affect. But it can only affect 1 at a time, which is not amazing, but it's okay. And at the moment, the Mogera can still be placed double. You know, you can place 2 Mogeras on the field, so maybe this will give you a cheaper Mogera and you can put 2 of them on the field. This also ability has, I'm just pushing hair out of my eyes this whole video, oh my gosh. This ability also has insane range, right? Not as good, obviously, as the Episode 0 cannon, which reaches the other side of the fucking map. But this is a pretty good ability, not gonna lie. I like it. I like it, the range on it, but I don't like what it does. This is not a very practical ability to be using in battle. Now, why I think Godzilla Ultima is better than Fire Rodan in practice, he has really good range just as it is as a leader. He already has really good range on the field. He has really good range as a leader as well. So he's going to be able to hit a lot of enemies before they reach him. I believe maybe Super X is still out of reach, but Manila I'm pretty sure he can hit. And units that normal leaders probably wouldn't be able to hit, he can hit as well. And he can hit a lot of units before they even come close. Now, is he the best long-range leader unit? No. Kiryu, I believe, is the best long-range leader unit, because not only does the Absolute Zero Cannon reach the other end of the field, but his missiles also have AoE, while Ultima is single target, so having AoE, especially long range on a big push coming your way, is huge. So for that reason, I think Kiryu is better than Ultima in terms of just attack, but Ultima being able to hit from far away, doesn't take anything away from him as well. If you don't plan on using your leader abilities anyway, put Ultima in your deck. Really good on defense if you want to just, stall out play defensively. He can hit from a wide area and pretty far away. So, those are my first impressions on all of the new leaders and the one new character. Let me know what you guys think down below, if you guys are having fun with them, if you have them or not, and what you're thinking of this season. I'm personally loving the season. I'm so excited for what else is to come in the coming months with Godzilla Battle Line. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.